Hey, what's up guys, Jed here. Does intermittent fasting actually work for weight loss? Good question, let's talk about it. But before we get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you stay up to date whenever I post a new video. Alright, so the short answer is yes. Intermittent fasting does work for weight loss. But first, let me talk about the misconception of intermittent fasting. Ever since intermittent fasting became popular, a lot of people wanted to think that intermittent fasting was as simple as following a fasting schedule just like 16-8, and that was it. No dietary change, no exercise, no nothing. Intermittent fasting will work just like that because of the science that comes with it, and the process of making your body confused, thus resulting in fat burning. Or at least something along those lines. That is total nonsense and absolutely wrong. That's not even close to how intermittent fasting works. First, you need to understand that a caloric deficit is a must. And second, you need to have some form of restriction. Yes, it doesn't matter how you do it as long as you do it. So when you implement intermittent fasting, it becomes very easy. All it requires you to do is to stop eating at a specific time. Simple as that. A lot of people seem to grasp the concept of eating at the right time and stopping at the right time, but the number one thing that people still get wrong is being in a proper caloric deficit and the amount of time and effort that it actually takes to even lose weight in the first place. So when people don't understand that, then it makes it seem as though intermittent fasting isn't working. Check out what I found on Google. It says, a systematic review of 40 studies found that intermittent fasting was effective for weight loss with a typical loss of 7 to 11 pounds over 10 weeks. Okay, so two things were confirmed here. Number one is that intermittent fasting does in fact work. It's been proven many times over and over again. People say it on YouTube, people write it on blogs, and they all tell you the same thing. Intermittent fasting will not work if you do not combine it with a caloric deficit. And number two, people can lose an average of 7 to 11 pounds over 10 weeks, also known as 2.5 months, again, depending on how low a deficit they were in. And it goes on to say that there was much variability in the studies, ranging in size from 4 to 334 subjects, and followed from 2 to 104 weeks. So hopefully this gives you guys some clarity on the effectiveness of intermittent fasting. And by the way guys, this is coming straight from Google. These aren't my words. I didn't make any of this up. And if you're not a fan of Google, then try, I don't know, Bing. Alright guys, so going back to our first question, does intermittent fasting actually work? And the answer to that is yes, 100%. Just remember, it'll always depend on your dedication, it will always depend on your time, and it will always depend on the amount of effort that you put in. That's all I gotta say about that. If you guys are interested in learning more about weight loss and intermittent fasting, be sure to check out my last video where I review the Clear fasting app. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and tap that notification bell so that you never miss out on any future videos. Also, don't forget to leave a like and comment down below letting me know. Did intermittent fasting work for you? Also, one more thing before I go, I just want to give a big thank you to each one of you guys for helping me reach 100 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you guys continue to stick around as I continue to educate you guys more about weight loss and, of course, intermittent fasting. And with that said, I will see you guys next time.